2025 IndyCar Bommarito 500 from the Worldwide Technology Raceway was on this weekend. An absolute mouthful of an event, but what was it like to watch? Well, very interesting, very eventful, surprise winner. Big crash. Very lucky boy from that one. But I'll dive into everything that you need to know. The 5 main highlights, the 5 things that we learned from this race in the IndyCar series this weekend. So, first of all, it was a bad day for Will Power. Will Power up there near the front, challenging for the victory. But unfortunately, his day was ended pretty early. Unfortunately, basically just got wide onto the marbles, into the wall, out of the race. He probably had a puncture by this point, actually, and that very much sent him into the wall. But the end result is the same for him, whether it's bad luck or a skill issue. I think it was bad luck with a puncture personally, but it's still not good for Power, who is not really having the best of seasons, to say the very least right now. The guy who was the closest to challenging Alex Palou last campaign, he's a very long way off the championship leader, unfortunately for him. And as of the time of recording, he is, of course, in P7 overall in the standings. So, yeah, no chance he's going to be challenging for the championship this time around. But we had a very close call in terms of someone having a very serious accident, and that is Josef Newgarden, who basically got really unlucky with this one. Nothing he could really do about it, unfortunately. But Louis Foster, unfortunately, got wide onto the marbles, into the wall a little bit, and just sort of scraped down and then eventually spun around, had lost control of the car going out at the final turn. And unfortunately, Newgarden basically had to go narrow, he had to go towards the pit wall, but that was a disappearing gap, unfortunately for him. He made contact with Foster and flew up in the air. Basically, we only saw the end of this accident at first, was basically upside down on the straightaway, and thankfully, thank goodness, he was okay from this one. It could have been a really nasty crash. He ended up almost flying over the pit wall itself. And at that point, you're putting your crew chiefs and your pit crew all under potential serious harm there at that point. Thankfully, though, he stayed on the track and he was okay relatively. Yeah, rather shaken up, no doubt, after what was a very horrific accident. It could have been really bad for him, like I said. It could have been serious injury, but thankfully it did not happen. But who won this race? Who won this race? Well, it was none other than Kyle Kirkwood. For the first time winning around an oval. We saw Alex Palou finally win around an oval, win the Indy 500 this season, but Kirkwood has done the same thing now. Never won around an oval before, but he managed it today. Very impressive from him in the end to get that victory. Can he, of course, challenge for the championship? Well, he's in 3rd position. He is behind Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward 2nd in the driver's standings and 2nd on the road today. Still no wins, surprisingly. Quite a few podiums. He's had 4 podiums so far this season in the opening 8 rounds. Very consistent, not getting that victory today, but very impressive from O'Ward nonetheless. But yeah, just kind of touch on Alex Palou for the final thing. I mean, he's kind of nowhere again, absolutely nowhere in this race. He did manage to finish this time, unlike, of course, Detroit last time out, of course. But yeah, 8th place for him today, a top 10 finish despite being nowhere, not really having much pace. That's kind of what he does. That's why he's won these championships. He's unstoppable on a road course, and around ovals, he's relatively okay. He's relatively solid. And that's what you need to do to win all these titles, just be consistent. And up next is Road America, so it is probably going to be another Palou victory next weekend, but we'll see. Can anybody upset the order? We'll have to find out. Kirkwood and O'Ward and Lundgaard, who is now in 4th position in the standings, will be very much hoping so. But yeah, what did you think about this race, guys? Let us know in the comments below. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and have a great day over in the world today, guys. See you very soon.